One of the largest expenses with RV living is the cost of campgrounds. And since you can't park your RV just anywhere, and you really wouldn't want to anyway, you do need a place to stay with your RV. So in this video, we're gonna discuss ways to camp for less in your RV. So you're gonna wanna stick around, take notes, or maybe even bookmark and save this video to come back to later. My name is Charity, and my family and I have been living RV life for the last 5 years, and we have learned a lot on the road. And one of the things we've learned is not all campgrounds are created equal, and not all camping options are the most cost effective. So let's jump right in and talk about ways to save on one of the largest expenses when it comes to RV living. Number 1, choosing a state park to camp in. Most state parks have RV camping available with some sort of hookups that are available. When we first started RVing, we thought state parks were just for tent campers, so we really didn't use this as an option like we could have. And after paying way more than we needed to for campgrounds in that first year, we learned that most state parks have not only RV sites, but most of them have some sort of utilities for RV sites as well. An electrical hookup is most common, but many state parks offer full hookup campsites for about half the cost of the privately owned campgrounds that you find just down the road. A lot of state parks will also have very nice walking trails, hiking, biking, and provide more of a nature and outdoor experience versus those private campgrounds. State parks are a very cost-effective way to save on those campground costs. Plus, if you plan on being in an area for the summer, many state parks will give you your campsite for free if you want to be a campground host. States have different reservation systems and booking windows, so it's great to use the Compendium State Park Campground Guide at the link in the description below. So the number 2 way to save money is through city and county run campgrounds. Now, we've stayed in some city run campgrounds for as little as $15 a night. And these are really hidden gems when it comes to camping for less. Most usually have some sort of hookup, usually water and electricity in a minimum, and usually a dump station that is right on site. Number 3 is using Corps of Engineer campgrounds. Now, these are across the US and offer camping similar to what you would find at a state park. And if you're a veteran, you can get an even bigger discount. A great resource is the Campground course in Road Pass University, where you can learn more about city, county, and these Corps of Engineer campgrounds. We'll have a link in the description below for this great resource as well. The next option is campground membership. Now, we personally have several campground memberships like Passport America, Thousand Trails, Good Sam, and the KOA Value Card. These memberships usually have an annual fee, but if you're a full-time or even a part-time RVer, they're a great way to save some money on these campgrounds. Since KOAs do tend to be on the higher end of the pricing scale, we usually don't stay at them very often. But every once in a while, we really like the amenities that they offer to families. We have stayed at several KOAs over the years that are so fun for our kids that we are willing to pay that little bit extra for the experience we get from staying there. The KOA membership saves us 10% on these campgrounds, but also has a point system where you can earn free nights for camping. Now, here is a hack I use with our KOA membership, and that is I book nights at a KOA Journey, which tend to be a little cheaper because they have less amenities. Then I use my points towards free camping when we want to stay at a KOA Holiday or a resort where it's more expensive, but it makes it more financially feasible because we have the free night or a significant discount. You can get a free 1-year KOA Value Cards membership with Road Pass Pro. Check out the link in the description for more details. Our Thousand Trails Zone Camping Pass has been one of the best deals for us so far. Now, there are a lot of options with Thousand Trails memberships, but the Camping Pass is the one we have found to be the best deal without having to get locked into a contract. This membership lets you stay for free at dozens of campgrounds in a given geographical location, and with the Encore Parks add-on, you can stay at additional parks anywhere from $0 to $20. One of our favorite campgrounds is in the Florida Keys, and the door rate is close to $200 a night. But with the Thousand Trails membership, we get to stay for only $20 a night. Passport America and Good Sam are other memberships that provide discounts for participating campgrounds, some as much as 50% off. The next way that you can save money on these campground costs is through boondocking. This is basically a way to camp for free on public lands. There are so many camping opportunities, more so in the western half of the US, to dry camp or boondock for free. And this is where you set up your RV at a camping spot that has no hookups or utilities. So you need to make sure you have a full water tank and room in your waste tanks. Because at some point, you will need more water, and to dump those waste tanks, most people prefer to stay at a campground after they've been out boondocking for a week or so to fill the water tank, dump the waste tanks, and usually do some laundry too. Another great way to save money when it comes to camping is through moochdocking. And that is basically having a friend or a relative that has room for an RV on their property where you can park. It's a great way to save when you can, if you know somebody who lives in an area where this is feasible. Most often you can run at least an extension cord to their house for minimal power, fill water out of a hose, and potentially even dump tanks into a septic tank or even a house toilet with a macerator pump. When moochdocking, you do want to consider either giving a small gift to your host friend or family for using their water and electricity. Another great way to save is through the Harvest Host or Boondockers Welcome membership. Now, these are locations that allow free overnight parking with a Harvest Host membership. You must be self-contained and can only stay one night most often. Boondockers Welcome is kind of like a moochdocking situation where somebody who has the space for an RV will let you come stay at their property. Sometimes they even provide electricity or water. Either of these options, when used for even just one night, can really save you on those campground costs. And remember, you can save 25% off that Harvest Host membership with Road Pass Pro. So as you're working on planning out your stays, utilizing one or any of these options can really help those savings start to stack up as you get out there and enjoy RV life. Thanks for watching.